Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Battleborn and my guide on how to play Miko. So, Miko is a mushroom. I know it sounds kind of weird, but he's also a healer. And to be honest, I have seen a lot of Miko play absolutely miserable. That's why I'm making guides for all the characters. But let's get right to it. So, Miko is a healer. He is super shitty in PvP. It's super hard to play him in PvP without dying and getting a positive KD. It's hard, but it's not impossible. But he is absolutely beast in combination with the tank. In this video, I'm Skyping with the tank Montana. Her name is Annie. And we are absolutely beasting. So what I do is, right at the beginning, I say who is my tank. I'm going with Montana. And I also clear up which line we are taking, and this time we're going to the right lane. So, for Miko it's absolutely essential that you stay close to your tank. To heal him and also to stay alive as well. Miko has a lot of self-healing techniques and skills. When you press Q, your Q skill, he will do like a little prayer or something, and then he will regain health tremendously fast, like really fast. But it's not that your enemies will not be able to kill you while you do that. And your E skill, you will like throw out a spore that will do just damage over time, and if you skill it, you will also slow down the enemies. So right now I'm trying to get health, but unluckily our Montana did not take shelter from the sniper, which I did. I saw the sniper at the very beginning and took shelter right away, so he won't be able to kill me. And after Montana just rushed through to our base, like the enemy Montana, I had to retreat. Luckily our other Montana just revived, and I'm healing her even though she's full health, because I know she will go PvP with the other Montana, and if she gets a kill, what she just did, I will get an assist even though I basically didn't help out. But it helped me out a lot, because with the assists I will also gain a lot of XP. So you also want to heal your allies even if they are not low health or even have full health. So, yeah. As Miko, you have to watch out for Marquis. Marquis can kill you in 3 shots if he does place them just right. So definitely watch out for that. Also, I'd advise you to not attack the minions, because I can't say it enough, but Miko's attacks are super weak. They are super weak. That's why I'm always staying with my tank. Okay, as you can see, Montana did take damage for a rather long time, so I healed her as often as I could. So, when I'm getting a little bit lower health, I'm using my biosynthesis, my Q skill, to heal myself up. And as I just skilled, while I'm using my Q skill and I heal someone, even if he is full health, I also regain health a lot faster. There's one scene in this video where you can actually see how fast it goes from pretty much 0 to full health. But anyways, Ferb did get a little bit of damage, so I switched my healing priority there for a second, and since the right lane is protected and I see that the left lane is a little bit under pressure, I switch. Now a shout out to like other characters, especially Wrath. It's so often that my teammates run away from me while I'm playing Miko, and that will happen because they won't see you or they'll have other priorities. But luckily this time I was able to help out Wrath. I'm fairly certain that he would have gotten killed, or at least to really low health, if I hadn't been there to heal him up. Okay, now I switch lanes again because over Skype my teammate told me that the right lane is getting attacked a little bit and that they're going to be a little bit under pressure. Also, I need to get kills on the minions to further my leveling. Okay. As you just saw, like the enemy marquee's Houdini all attacked our minions. So some people don't know, but you can actually attack the Houdini all and prevent that. Just a little tip, so your minions get through better. At this point, I try to give my tank instructions to push into the enemy base, because this lane is pretty much safe and they're not attacking. Also to kill the sniper off, like my biggest threat. But we kind of miscommunicated here, so that didn't work out as I would have wanted to. Now that at this point we agreed on where to go and stuff, but then the minions came, so we focused on the minions and pushed into the enemy base right after that. Also, as a tank, leave the shards for Miko. Miko cannot kill as many minions, so he levels a lot slower at the beginning, and he'll need the XP from building turrets. So we tried to kill the Marquis, but he ran away, which is perfectly safe and perfectly fine play on the enemy's team there. If you have seen my guide on Marquis, I explain when you have to run and why you have to run. And he did a pretty much perfect play there. So again, always staying close to my main tank to stay alive. Alone I would have not a chance against the enemy characters, like Marquis or Randy or stuff like that. As you can see now, even though I'm not doing any damage, there are two characters we are fighting against and we are even getting the kills. So that is really, really good. And that just shows how strong Miko actually is. He's not strong on his own, but in combination with a good tank, he is really strong. So I had a mutation there, so I heal my tank a little bit more. Doesn't seem too much at first, 13 health points more, but it adds up over time a lot. So good tanks for Miko are Wrath, Galilea, and Montana. Like there are a few other characters you can also heal, which you can use as a substitute if you don't have a good tank in your team. But yeah, like Montana or especially Galilea will be your first choice, because with Galilea you can do so much damage and so much player kills, it's just unfair pretty much. So, if you also don't know, but when you use your biosynthesis, your healing beam will heal your tank actually more. So that's why I did just use my biosynthesis there, because our Montana was pretty low health and he could have died in like 1 or 2 headshots. And to counter that, I used my biosynthesis even though I wasn't low health. Okay, this is also a skill you want to take, especially when you're playing with Galilea. It's that you are able to stun the enemies if you hit them with one of your spores, like your E skill. And as you can see now, the Orendi is attacking, and I stun her, so we get a super fast kill. Especially with Galilea, you can double stun an enemy and get a sure kill on tank characters from the enemy team, and that is really, really, really strong and good. Basically, when you play with a Galilea tank, you will double stun the enemy, so we won't be able to run away. Okay, now that Thurb is like pushing into the base really hard, I go to assist her. Not sure if she's able to hold her own against 2 characters, but she is, and she also gets a kill, so that's really fine. I should have healed her for a second there to get also an assist, but I didn't, so that's a mistake on my part. Running back and getting our turret to get a little bit more XP and help out with minion kills and XP. So now I saw that there was no enemies near the minions, so I run and assist my tank again. She's engaging in PvP, so she will need health definitely. And yeah, we are pushing the enemies pretty hard here, so I'm not too worried. The reason why the very first skill I put is to slow enemies is to help out my tank. When your tank is slow, like Montana, you will really want to slow down the enemies at the very beginning so he gets the player kills. Instead of like getting the 30% movement speed from your very first skill point you can put on your Helix. If you play with Galilea, she's actually fairly fast. You can use your scale to increase your movement speed. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now that I have my mushroom, I can give massive heals to my tanks, so we are playing a lot more aggressive now. Luckily, the enemy already just was completely trapped from both sides, so I get an easy kill with my spores. So our tank is getting pretty hefty damage. I wait a second for to use my mushroom because I wanted to know where the damage is coming from. Because the mushroom has only like 200 health and can be killed pretty quickly, as you just saw, but I wanted to get the most out of it. So I place it right behind my tank. Another thing you can do if you're not playing that aggressive is at the back at your own base you have a healing station, and if you put down a healing station and put your mushroom right beside it when the enemy is not pushing, your allies will get massive amounts of heals really fast. And as you just saw, Marquis was targeting me, which is actually Marquis' job, so I had to hide. And now that I used my biosynthesis in combination with my skill to heal myself while I'm healing my ally when biosynthesis is active, I regain my health super quickly. And was able to escape death by Marquis there. If you want to be able to do that, you actually have to have an ally nearby you can heal. Now that the enemy minions are here and enemies, I put down my mushrooms, so Montana will get a lot more heals. And for some reason Whiskey Foxtrot tries to flank me here, so I use my spore to stun him and get a little bit more damage and maybe even a kill. But he unluckily got an overshoot from his main minion there, from the big minion, so he was able to get away. So now that I see that he's getting health and runs away, I'm not able to pursue him, so I go for the healing station, so that the enemies will not be able to recover. There I just used my mutation, but normally if you don't have your mutation there, you want to go for increasing your healing while biosynthesis is active. With my mutation I do 20 or 30% more heals while my biosynthesis, my Q skill, is active, and so I use that just to get my tank to maximum health a lot faster, and so I can hide behind him and actually further my own lifespan. So my tank is getting attacked by Miko there and takes a lot of damage, so I have to run after him. And then I put down my mushroom after I see that we are getting pushed by Randy. And heal him up as fast as possible. Luckily our minions get through, so no one died. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect play on Miko's side. You can do even better or a little bit worse if your enemies target you prior to your tank. So definitely watch out for that. But it was a super good game. My tank was playing perfectly, actually, because I was able to be behind him and hide behind him all the time. And I also got the title Reborn as Badass, my absolutely favorite title. And yeah, you will see these stats in a second now, and I will provide a little bit of commentary there as well. So as you can see, I have 3 kills, and 11 assists and 0 deaths. And that's pretty much what you want to go for. You want to have as few deaths as possible to, so you won't feed your enemies skill points. You want to have a few kills, which will become like more like an accident than actually intended. And you want to have a lot of assists, because that is actually Miko's main source of experience. As I told you, you can heal your allies even though they are not like low health or something, and that you can use that to gain XP. Like when Phoebe is running beside you and is attacking someone, just heal her for a short time to get the XP when she kills someone. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and if your feelings are a little bit more complicated than that, leave a comment. Thanks and bye bye. Cheers!